Hello everyone. So in this video I will explain about SQL transformation interaction. So this will be just overview. So let's click on data. So in the data we can see there is a SQL. So let's click on SQL. So this is video is just to explain about interactions. So in when I click on a SQL transformation, we can see we have a tab MySQL. So this is a trial version, but when we go with the enterprises version, we may have some more option like Redshift. Okay. So next is data flow name and descriptions. Then descriptions optional. It means like we can write more descriptions about this data sets. Then we have an option to select input data sets. After that, let's just click on select and we can select any of the input data sets. Okay. After input data set, there is a transformation. So transformation means just apply SQL operations on the input data sets. After that, we have a output data set. So we can use the transform data as a output. So we just need to click and we have an option to rename. So how to create a transformation and output dataset, that I will explain in the next videos. This is just interaction class. So after this output, we have a option setting options. So in the setting we can schedule data flow run. Okay, so let me take first one input dataset, then the setting will show something. Okay, now we can see. So in a schedule, we have multiple options. One is add trigger when data sets update. So when data sets update means when the input data set will update, this data flow will execute. Okay. So we need to select the input data sets. So just assume if we have multiple, then we have option to select multiple. Another option is instead of dataset update, we can go with the schedule either once a day, more than once a day, every day, specific day of the week. Okay, like that, specific day of the month, like any day we can select. Then we have option like specific month, like which month we want to schedule our data sets. So we have multiple options, more than once, like that. So instead of one, we can, let's give 0. No, one is minimum. Okay. So like that we can schedule our job. We can define active hour, from this hour to this hour data set should execute, like that. Next is mode. So we have an option to click on enable strict mode. So when we enable strict mode, what will happen? Strict mode control how MySQL handle invalid or missing value in data change statement, and also affect the handling of division by zero dates and zeros in dates. So next is privacy. So when we click on enable privacy, then what will happen? Only data set or data flow owner or administrator will be able to make modification in this data set. Next is utilization optimization. So what happen when we click this option, then what will happen? Let Domo help you clean up old content. Unused data flow will be automatically disabled after an extended period of inactivity. So what will happen? Just assume we created a one data flow. Okay. So in that data flow, that is not in use. It means like we don't have any other data flow on this data flow, or we don't have any other card on this data flow. And when we choose when we don't select opt out of utilization optimization, then what will happen? Simply this data flow will execute every time. Okay, but when we don't mark, then in that case what will happen? If the dataset is not in use and we just created an schedule, then after some time this will be disabled automatically. So that is called utilization optimization. So that's all about data flow, SQL data flow interaction setting. Thank you. Yeah, after creation of the data sets, let's make one a false output. Select star from sandbox sets. Okay. So after creation of output, our work, we need to give name, input. Okay. We have an option to save. Okay, save and run, save and close. So when we click save and run, what will happen? This data flow will create and it will execute. But when we click save and close, it will just save, it won't execute. So if we have some schedule setting, then it will run on schedule time only. Okay, so this is all about MySQL data flow interactions. Thank you.